This podcast absolutely, unequivocally, positively, 100% contains adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I am your host, Me.
And I'm Mrs. Always Right.
And we're bringing you the ADHD of podcasting. We are the number 2 rated podcast behind your mom's OnlyFans page.
Ooh.
And
wow.
I've seen it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And today we're coming to you from that little trailer park in Arp, Texas. Babe,
Yes.
Tell us about Arp.
Okay, not much to tell other than, it's close to Tyler, Smith County. But as you say, everybody has to be from somebody.
That somewhere.
Somebody.
Technically,
Everybody
everybody does have to be from somebody as well. Somebody popped out of somebody. So
yes. So everybody is from somewhere.
Yes.
And DeMarvin Overshone actually.
I think you skipped a couple of his names.
Well, I mean, he's got like 400 names.
He does.
But anyway, so he is from ARP, right?
Okay.
And guess what?
Trademark. What?
He plays for the Dallas Cowboys.
Does he really?
He does. He's a linebacker.
Huh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. The only interesting fact that I heard or read about ARP, other than there's less than 1,000 people here.
Would you live in a fucking city named Arp?
I mean, I would live anywhere. I'm not that particular, not picky really at all.
No. So,
I mean,
you asked me, we're recording a little early this week because we got a trip planned for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the gratuitous plug. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going there. You hate it. I love it. We're just going to have to figure that out. So
I'm going, even though I don't love it, but I love you. And so I'm going.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You don't mean it.
What? I don't mean what?
That you love me.
Boy. Don't make me.
So you're going to be getting this episode after, and then so a week after that, we'll fill you in with all the dirty details of
it's gonna
our
be
ride.
dirty?
I hope so.
Like dirty how?
All kinds of dirty.
All kinds of dirty.
However,
you're about
I'm
it.
about it.
Yes, that's true.
But we'll fill you in on that when we get back. This morning I was driving to work and I heard on the radio, Texas made number 1 on a certain list.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah, go Texas.
Go Texas.
Do I want to go Texas?
Sure.
Okay,
sure.
yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, I love Texas anyway.
Of course.
Born, raised,
And weren't we all? Texas made the list of the number 1 state that cusses on the internet.
I would believe it. I think everybody from probably the age of 6 and up cuss.
But that brought up. So of course my mind starts wondering and I start thinking these abnormal fucking thoughts or, drifting off and one thing leads to another. And I start wondering what is cussing to some people? Because to me, every other word's a cuss word and it's just,
that's normal.
And it's just normal English to me. Right.
Right.
I mean, I don't expect anybody to take offense if I drop the F-bomb or something. No, maybe Blumpkin's a little fucking harsh. Okay. But it's just the way I talk. And so it got me to thinking because some people consider like damn a cuss word or crap. I
don't see where crap is
I don't
cuss
either.
Word.
But I grew up in a household where shit was used on an everyday basis.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody took a crap or went to poop. Everybody's like taking a shit, right? And just shit was the word until I said it the first time. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? Everybody else uses this word. I'm like 6. I'm like, I got to take a shit, and I get in fucking trouble.
See what I say? 6 it up, man. You just start cussing.
Because I learned to talk, and half of those words were fucking cuss words, right?
Yes, because you mimic what you hear.
But to me, cussing is just everyday normal language.
Right. The only thing is, like, I cuss all the time, too. Don't have an issue with it. Don't have a problem with it because that's just what I do. But there are times I feel that it is inappropriate to do.
See, I don't have that.
Really?
I don't. And let me explain to you what you kind of a part of this that triggered it too.
Okay.
So in the last episode, we obviously learned that I had a real job.
Yes,
because I was working at the bubblegum factory, and because I was wearing my polo. Well, yesterday I had to give a presentation about bubblegum.
Oh,
I killed it. I fucking killed it.
I bet you did really.
This was
really
the third
well.
one I've done. Okay,
really?
Yes. And,
wow, and I'm just now hearing about it.
Well, because the first two
loves who now?
Well, because the first two sucked. Okay, and I think it sucked,
but you got your groove down.
Well, yeah,
right?
because we can do this all day long. I can talk in front of these mics, in front of these cameras, and nobody's staring back at me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not going to hear any boos or get the fuck off the stage or yo, dude, you're fat. Right. I don't have to hear none of that, right?
Okay.
But the first two presentations I did sitting down, and I don't think I did very well. Talking about the product.
Well, I can see, first of all, the first time being very nervous.
Oh, I was.
Because you're not used to.
But I've been doing this for 3 years prior.
Right. But that's more public speaking than just you and I talking, communicating, and having conversations.
This is a normal, everyday conversation. That's what works for this show, because this is just us living our life anyway, right?
Right. Whether people want to hear about it or not, we don't care.
It's getting more and more. Speaking of which, if you're still here and you came across this podcast, and whether you like it or not, can you just give us a thumbs up? You don't even have to subscribe, but that helps. I would love subscriptions.
Right. And if you're listening on what?
Swank and Hustler, Pornhub. You give me any one of these subscriptions.
If you listen on Apple Podcast, if you don't listen or watch on YouTube, rate us, give us a review, so we know how we're doing.
Oh, we know we suck. We don't need nobody else to tell us that.
I mean, that's true. We got 4 listeners, and
I think we moved up to 5, actually.
Wow!
Did you see that?
Awesome.
Did you see the text I sent you of that comment?
Yes, I did.
Was that not funny?
I didn't really get to read it because
they said we're 2 drinks short of hilarity, and then it went ... Bush, because we were like, Bush, when you were doing your, and I'm like, Bush, and then I looked down. Anyway, but that's neither here nor there. We just help support the podcast. If all you can do is give us a subscription and a like, that's all you have to do. But back to my story. So my presentations I have done sitting down.
Okay.
The second one I did sitting down. 2, I thought I got better. Well, this one, I decided, you know what? I'm a fucking professional.
You're a rock star.
Yeah, and my...
Oh, sorry. Grab
Definitely you're not a professional. You don't know where the mic is.
No.
The other guy I was with, he introduced everything, and he was standing up, and he just, this guy's got a lot of confidence when he's speaking. He's just very naturally outgoing and a good speaker. So I decide I am going to stand up to give my presentation.
Okay.
And I start giving this presentation, and the conversation just starts flowing naturally. And I don't know if it was just because I was standing up or I was surrounded by other people who used to do the job, or who does the job I used to do. And I'm just comfortable around those people. But during this presentation, about 3 words slipped. They weren't the F-bombs.
Well, that's good.
But I think, I dropped ass a couple of times and something else. And, and I'm just, my problem is that's just the way I talk. Maybe I shouldn't be giving public presentations. I don't know.
Not after this. I'm just
saying. Everybody complimented me on my presentation.
Well, that's good. But I can say that the people you were giving the presentation to, I'm sure, because you said that they do what you used to do, I guarantee you they drop the F-bomb, they say ass,
we're blue collar guys. We're blue collar guys. And
so
a lot of
cuss.
Right. And a lot of the ways I'm able to relate to a lot of these people and get their respect is they see me as one of them.
Yes.
Not an outsider trying to push something on them. I don't sell. I'm there to help. Okay. And for them to see me as one of them really goes a long way in my profession.
Yes.
But
well, look at you.
I know. I'm kind of happy,
you, honey.
But then I so I'm listening, and that comes up, and then I'm thinking cuss words. Why are cuss words so offensive to somebody? What made those quote unquote 7 words you can't say on TV, if you're old enough to know that? But what made those words you can't say? They're just words.
They are just words, but the urban definition of them or whatever is like bitch. Bitch is a female dog, but now
I should tell you the first time I heard that, but go ahead.
But now they do it. Oh, you're they call people a bitch, and it's derogatory.
But is it?
I mean, that's
what I'm trying to figure out. Is
it? So
no, because I think like, yo, bitch, what's up? That's not derogatory.
Different. That's different.
So you're telling me a cuss word? Okay,
See?
That could be derogatory, right?
Exactly.
So is it it's not the word, it's the delivery?
Yeah, I believe
maybe the context.
Yes,
and then it's like the word fuck. Fuck can be used in anything.
Oh, you can replace just about
every word
with fuck.
And fuck is one of those words. Sorry, parents. Fuck is one of those words that you really have to, it has where it's placed in the conversation that defines its meaning.
Yeah. Fucking Ford Ranger.
Ford fucking Ranger. God, I love that video.
So, yeah.
And I started to wonder as we're coming up, human history as we're coming up, where did these words start to come from? And I haven't done any research, so I don't think I know this shit.
Oh, I haven't either.
Me.
I don't think about things like that. Like I said, I feel though there are appropriate times for cuss words, and other times you really should watch what you say, try to think about it before you say it. Don't just let it all spew out.
Is it my job to try to not offend other people, or is it their job to not be offended by what I do?
I feel it's both.
It is not.
Okay.
I feel I am who I am.
Right.
Why do I have to change?
Right. But let's say you're at a funeral.
Okay.
And you're talking.
Don't ask me to talk is all I'm saying then.
I mean, that's true. That's true. But
and to every one of my friends listening, they know if they ask me to speak, what the fuck's going to happen?
Yeah, you're going to have cuss words.
Lots of cuss words.
Yeah. But I feel there are certain times like that.
And how did it become a cuss word? Sorry for the technical difficulty. She
Hakalugi.
It's mid podcast. And I'm what I'm wondering is normally should we put a break here if we get a sponsor, because this is where she has to do her coughing and her hocking up a lung and spitting.
That's fine.
But does cuss, the word cuss word, come from more curse? Because I've heard people call them curse words, like you're cursing them.
Yes.
Well, does it? Or
same thing? Yes, I think so. They've just kind of shortened it. Instead of curse, they say cuss. I guess. I don't know. I'm not really a dictionary, but I think that's where it comes from.
Do you consider ass a bad word? So you talked about bitch, right? Bitch came from a female dog. Ass comes from, a donkey.
Right.
Is it in context? Like if we're talking about your ass or that ass?
Yes. Now, just think of all these cuss words. Would you like to see, let's say, and I think it's really cute when little kids cuss,
Oh, have you seen that video on TikTok where that little boy like bullshit?
Best
fucking one of the best. Yeah, one of the best ones out there.
Yeah, but is it acceptable? Let's say because you cuss all the time, and every other word's a cuss word, or about every fourth word.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that one.
Do you find it acceptable since you do that? Let's say your grandchildren are around you and they do the same thing.
I don't think it would bother me in the least.
Really?
Right. Unless they come up to you and they're mad or angry or not getting in the way and they're like, you fucking bitch, give me that Kit Kat. I will beat that little shit's ass.
Why?
It's the respect factor. I don't care. I don't stop. No. It's not that the cuss word is in there. If he did that to you without the cuss word in there, I'd still,
I'll just jerk him out of the truck and whoop his ass. It's fine.
Oh my God. We were riding to the Spirit Halloween store.
Uh-huh.
And they were in the back of my truck because you had the other two and I had the older boys.
Yes.
and they started getting a little rowdy. And I'm like, y'all understand this truck can pull over just like the 4Runner can, right? Nothing. I heard nothing.
Hey, they know. They know. It's funny.
Okay, I pulled the topic out for 24 minutes, man. Help me.
You did so good.
I know. Help me finish.
Impressed.
I need 10 more minutes.
I really don't know what to say other than, I don't know, not a fucking clue.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to just fill in the cuss word. And it would just, you can only say so much about cuss words.
Yeah. Do you want to do the yard work?
No. Do you?
No. That's why I asked
You're the one who gets paid to do it.
Have you noticed every time I see the neighbor, though, since I did her yard work, she asks me all the time, when are you going to do my yard again? When are you going to mow my yard again? When are you?
Don't do it. People get, okay, and they look, perfect. There's a topic. You do one thing for one person and they start it. Why can't you just do one thing nice for people?
Instead of them expecting.
Now they expect you to do stuff.
I understand she's elderly and, she's got shoulder issues. And that's why I went to help her to begin with. But,
and that's a neighborly thing to do.
Yeah,
but to take advantage of that
because of all the time.
Because our ex-neighbor, we helped her one time. And the funny thing with her was she asked for one thing. You go over there. And one thing turned into clean my house, do my fucking dishes, fold up my fucking laundry. And it's like, bitch, I gotta go.
Out,
yeah, I gotta go. And then.
Yeah. And then she expected it every single day.
Yeah. And then we'll start calling you to come over and do it.
Yeah.
And this one has got to watch what she's doing. You need it once every now and then. Okay, fine. You start expecting to. I'll start go shitting in your fucking lawn. And then we'll see what you want over there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
But then again.
Me.
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, it's
fine.
But
then again, you might have to go do it if you want to stop the stickers from coming into your yard.
Oh my God. I am so shocked she still has stickers because she does bag her grass when she mows. She has
Maybe they're coming from down the street, not across the street.
No, because she's got them all on the side of her house. I mean, it's like a solid sticker patch.
So not only do you
years unless you get out there and you like weed pop every one of those stickers.
That's what I was fixing to say is you hate crossbar and you hate fucking stickers. Yeah. You hate them. You bought your little weed popper and you go out there and you pop them fucking weeds.
But remember we had a bunch of stickers in our little side yard. Right?
Yeah.
When we first moved in, I got out there and I popped them and I always bag when I mow out there because I know that they're stickers or there used to be. And it took me a couple of years of doing that, picking stickers constantly and mowing and bagging it to where now we don't have stickers out
I know,
there.
but I wish I could get you to hate pine needles as much as you hate stickers.
I like pine needles.
So I could just fucking cut the trees down. I hate them. You and I will never, ever, ever again will we buy a fucking house with fucking pine trees.
Okay, so we're not moving to Arkansas.
We're cutting them all down. We're turning it into a fucking parking lot.
No.
Okay, we don't need trees. Trees do nothing for the earth. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
All they do is harbor little fucking squirrels that shit nuts everywhere, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give a bird a place to build a fucking nest. Go next door and build that shit. Nobody wants it in your fucking house.
Really?
Parking. No, I just made all that shit up.
You know what? I mean, if we cut them down and replanted trees, we're both gonna be dead before they're half as big as the trees are.
Not if they're cottonwoods.
No.
Why? I don't understand why people hate cottonwood trees. I love them.
Okay.
They're nice shade trees. They're pretty to look at. Okay, so a little bit of seed here and there.
Yes, and clogs up the air conditioner every year. It has to be washed down more than once, and
when you're out there mowing the yard.
Oh yeah, well I'm doing it. Yeah, I can just get one more thing on my list to do.
Why not? You're so good at it, though.
I'm so good at what?
At mowing the yard.
No.
And edging. And not to mention.
You say that because you just don't want to do it.
It's not that I don't want to do it. Okay, it's that while you're out there edging and doing the yard, I'm inside
playing a game.
No, working on our second job. I'm editing a
game.
No, I'm editing a podcast. I'm putting together. And sometimes, and drinking, right?
And drinking, yes. Yes, almost every time.
Sometimes we're away for the weekend.
Yes.
Okay, I have a second job. I'm working just as hard as you are.
Second job too.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think you work as hard as I do at your second job.
I'm not going to argue. Okay, look, number one, I just don't want to make you look dumb. Okay, and win the argument. So I'm just not going to argue in this one. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That okay?
You don't want to make me look dumb by winning an argument.
Of course.
I'm going to win
look bad
the
on
argument.
The podcast. I don't. You never win the argument, babe.
Oh, okay. No, usually I just give up because I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I got better things to do with my time than argue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I cut you off. So she's been coming over.
Yes. Have you noticed like when
I try not to look that way.
When we had Shody come over the other day.
Yeah, she popped over.
She did pop over.
She's like a magician.
And
there she is.
Did you hear her as she was leaving?
Nope.
As she was leaving, she's like, so when are you mowing my lawn again?
Nope.
She does it every single time she comes over now.
And you tell her I'm not doing it.
I'm like,
what do you tell her?
I just don't say anything.
Look, our first next door neighbor, the crazy one that we had, taught me a valuable lesson. Don't talk to anybody in this fucking neighborhood.
Don't
talk to fucking nobody.
I mean, I can't be rude to her. She's like,
the fuck you can't.
She's like a live-in house security system.
No, because my truck got stolen fucking twice. And where was she? Did she bring her AK out? No. If she was a good neighbor, she would have sprayed that motherfucker down, leaving my driveway.
Yeah, well, she probably didn't even know. She could have been taking a nap.
Something else.
Morning.
I was working when it happened.
All day?
Sorta.
And it's so funny.
Is it though?
That, like, I guess I probably left the back door open because I always tend to leave it cracked open some so the dogs can go in and out.
We live in Georgia, just so you know.
And no, ARP, baby, we live in. Oh, and I think you need to say that like a seal. I think that's actually the way you say that city name.
I'm gonna
ARP. That's what I think.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I was talking to somebody today about the podcast, and they were going through. I showed them the thumbnails, and I'm like, she gets mad at me because I pull her dumbest fucking face out of every, and there it was. You just got me the fucking thumbnail, baby. Appreciate you.
I think that's how you do it. ARP.
Oh, you're so fucking dumb.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Oh,
keep you laughing though.
Yeah, not any worse than me, baby.
Okay, but now what was I saying before that? I don't even
ADHD.
Remember. Oh no, maybe
neighbor. It was on the neighbor.
But
that's what I was going to tell you is I leave in the mornings. She's outside working. She starts waving in the morning. I'm just like, hi. And then I run to my car, get in and go. Run.
You don't even let her
talk
to you.
I don't let her stop me anymore, try to have a conversation.
Oh, the woman can talk.
She has nothing better to do. Oh, God, we're so bad neighbors over here.
And we're not really bad neighbors.
Oh, actually, we're great neighbors. We just shouldn't be talking about our neighbors like this.
It's fine. I mean, we're not talking bad.
Well, none of them listen anyway.
Well, I don't know. I don't think she does. I'm sure she does.
She can barely work a phone.
No, she can work a phone. She just don't want you working her phone. She don't want the police working her phone.
That's bullshit. You do not touch that. I've never seen the cops assaulted and somebody walk away from it. I'm just telling you at that moment.
Nobody was tased.
No.
I was so shocked.
Had that had been me, I'd have been hauled out of here in a fucking handcuffs.
Oh my God. So funny.
Did you see his face?
Yeah.
If you want to know what we're talking about, you made it this.
Bitch.
If you want to know what we're talking about, go back to the episode where my truck was stolen the second time. It's all in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that was hilarious. I got to say that at least once because doesn't one of our Patreons always go, "Oh, you always say that's hilarious."
Do they? I don't know. I don't talk to our Patreons anymore. Nobody likes me because I fucking cuss all the fucking time.
Well, shut your ass up with cussing.
Can't.
No, I'm just kidding.
Can't do it.
Yeah. So you don't think that there's any time whatsoever that you shouldn't cuss? You really don't feel that there's
if there is those times, I avoid them. Okay.
Okay.
I don't go to church. I don't go to church. I try not to go to
church.
Nope. You know where I stand on religion.
Okay. I was just asking.
If you want to go be my guest,
hey, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it.
Go get right with Jesus. Okay. I prayed to little baby Jesus.
There you go. It's all the same. It's fine.
Not going to church.
Okay. You don't have to.
Okay. I try to avoid funerals, but if you want me to talk, you know my problem with funerals. You know it is that everybody who is croaks gets up there. They have a preacher or somebody get up there, and they weren't fucking religious for the first 80 years of their life. All right. Then all of a sudden the preacher gets up there and it turns into a sermon. All right. Instead of about the celebration of life of that person. Right. And it's how you could be saved. This motherfucker's already dead, but we can work on you.
Yeah.
And I can't stand it. Right. No. I cannot stand it.
I get it. I get it.
And it comes from a position from somebody who, go ahead. I see you want to do it.
No, I was just going to ask a question, but go ahead.
No, ask, and then I'll finish my thought if I can remember it.
Well, I was just going to ask, when you have a funeral, do you have to have a preacher come in?
You do not.
And
you do not
do
have
his
to.
Thing. Okay. That's the only question I was going to ask.
You can have anybody speak for you. Okay. Mm-hmm. I have my people lined out. If I go before my mother, there's certain things that are in the works. So she listens and I can't tell her. Funny ha though. Just remember.
Uh-huh.
But you can have anybody speak at your funeral.
Okay.
And why not have the people who knew you most, good or bad, right? I'd rather you get up there and tell the truth than have somebody sit up there and lie. Oh, Brent was a God-fearer. No, he fucking wasn't. You know how many times I want to jump up and like, go through it.
Didn't know this person.
Right. Sit down. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. There was a post on Facebook today I saw. Okay.
Okay.
And it contained my birthing parent.
Uh-huh.
And one of her friends. One of her friends are particularly Christian, and good for her. She can do it her way. That's her life. But then my mother chimes in talking about, and it's a constant battle. And I just want to get on there and be like, you're both fucking idiots. You're both fucking idiots. I don't want to get
to argue.
She does.
And
it's getting worse.
Does.
It's getting worse.
Cause she'll argue with a fence post, I think.
I love egging it on sometimes, but sometimes I feel that I don't want her to feel like I'm picking on her. The issue with it is I just love arguing with her, and just to see how far I can push her. I do.
Yeah, you do it.
But sooner or later, I'm going to hit that one argument that cuts me out of the will talking about funerals, and I just want to be in the will, right?
Why? You don't want anything.
I don't. I'm not.
You just want the lawyer to say your name. Here, you get $1.
I feel that funerals, and now you got me on this topic, and we only got a few minutes left. I feel funerals and death brings out the greediest and fucking people ever.
God.
Okay,
vultures.
That's why if she leaves me nothing, I'm fine. I've built my own life.
Yes.
This is everything I have right here is all I want. Yeah, whether I mow the lawn or not, this house, my family is all I care about and all I want. And some people will tell me, you don't have any feelings. I don't have a lot of feelings for a lot of things. What little bit of feelings I have are for this area right here in my little circle, and that's all I give a fuck about. I will fuck somebody up. They come fucking with my shit. You go 2 feet that way, I don't give a fuck. Burn it to the ground. Do you? It's the truth.
So
I don't like the vultures.
Said 20 words, and I would say probably.
Were you counting?
No, I'm just throwing a number out there.
You know
20
what?
words, and you probably said 15 cuss words in that 20 words.
I wonder if I should put a counter in the fucking. But it's too much work. It's too much work. I would do it, and I could do it. Mm-hmm. It's just too much work. I'd have to put little titles in there every fucking time, and then I'd have to keep track, and I'd have to count. And somewhere in there, I fucking hate math. I'd fuck that shit up too, and it would
Numbers.
Go right. Oh, it would go from like 2 to 300 and like that.
Right.
Can't stand it. Can't stand math. Can't stand funerals. That's where we're at. Thank you. Okay. Have a nice day.
And you love cuss words.
I don't love them. I just talk. That's just who I am.
That's just how
it offends that shit does offend my mom too, though.
What, cussing
all the time?
Really?
Do you have to say that?
Doesn't your mom cuss?
Yeah, but you know, she's so hypocritical. It's not even funny.
Okay. We love you, Mom.
Oh, we do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dogging on you or anything. One last thing before we go. She had a friend who's blocked me, by the way, because I like to get in there and argue. And her and I were arguing on Facebook, and I'm like, okay, old lady, go pet your fucking cats, right?
Oh yeah.
And you remember my mom fucking flipped her shit?
Yeah.
You don't talk to people that way. Like, bitch.
Did you not read what she said to me?
She favors some people over her son, and I'm okay with that. So, Mom, I love you. You don't have to put me in the will. I'm happy with everything I have. I hope you have a great life. Yes, I do need to come visit. Probably not going to get there this year.
No, because this year's almost over anyway.
Our life is so busy.
It is busy. I have not even found time to take the dogs to get a bath.
Have you started Christmas shopping? I know how you are.
Not like I should. Not like I should have. I'm way behind on everything.
Well, we appreciate you listening.
Nobody's getting anything.
I fucking try to end. Good. Nobody deserve it. That's another fucking. What
do you mean?
That's a whole nother fucking. That's a whole.
It is commercialized.
Write this shit down right now. Okay. Christmas is too commercialized.
Christmas.
All right, because look, we're already way over our time limit.
Okay, you can be talking while I'm doing this.
Hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at meandmrsalwaysright@gmail.com. All complaints, including those cuss words you want to send, go to Trevor the Intern. We'd also like to thank Roadcat Media for producing this week's episode. If you have any video or audio projects you need help editing with, drop them a line at roadcatmedia@gmail.com.
You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and
just say X. Everybody knows.
Formerly known.
Everybody knows.
X, formerly known.
Okay, we've done this for like 3 months now. I know. Everybody knows.
I know. Well, I know, but still, it's
if you
so
said
weird.
triple X, then people will start,
maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, and help support this podcast by becoming a member at Patreon at patreon.com/BMMrsAlwaysRight. There you will get pre- and post-show content right along with unedited episodes. You'll also get exclusive content for premium members.
We hope.
You will start getting premium content for premium members.
Oh, you will. So you can do it.
I do everything else.
No, I do everything else.
Mowing the lawn's easy compared to this. I love you. Stop. I know you want to argue. Stop. Close it. Shush it. I love you.
I love you too.
All right. You have a great night. You enjoy your weekend at Crossbar.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I love you, baby.
Too. I love you too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Merle.
Oh, I love Merle.
That's going to be Roadcat Media's catchphrase.
What?
I love Merle. Yeah.
I love Merle.
If you want to know, email us. All right, I love you, babe.
I love you too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Don't do it again.